Hey everyone, welcome back to Cloud Safari, where we navigate the world of cloud, one service at a time. I am Prashansa. In today's video, we are diving into something essential for anyone using AWS, understanding where your money is going and how to stay in control of it. So let's get started. Cloud spending can get out of hand really fast. You spin up a few services, forget about them, and suddenly your AWS bill is triple what you expected. Whether you are a developer, part of a startup, or managing cloud at scale, visibility into cost is essential. That's exactly what we'll be solving today. AWS provides a tool called Cost Explorer. It's built right into the AWS console, and it lets you analyze your cloud spending in a visual and interactive way. You can filter cost by service, region, account, and even by tags. You will also see trends over time and forecast future costs based on your usage patterns. Before we jump into the demo, here's a quick overview of what we will explore. The Cost Explorer dashboard layout, how to filter and group data, viewing historical usage, and how to find what's driving your cost. Alright, let's fire up the console. So this is the AWS console, and in the search bar, let's search for Cost Explorer and open it in a new tab. So if this is your first time, you might need to enable it. So once you are inside the AWS Cost Explorer, you will see the default cost and usage reports. So let's walk through this together. In the left hand side, there is report parameters, under where there are two tabs, standard and compare. So this standard shows the total cost breakdown for the current month or whatever time range you have selected. And then there is compare. This compare tab compares the cost of the 2 months side by side. And then here is date range. This defines the specific time period for which AWS cost and usage data is displayed or analyzed in your report. Then there is granularity. This determines how detailed the data is broken. And there are three options: hourly, daily, and monthly. So you can choose any of this. And then there is group by section. So this allows you to break down cost by a specific dimension, like service, for example. There might be EC2, BPC, Lambda, and then there is linked account. So if you are using AWS organization, you can use the linked accounts. And there is reason, instance type, followed by usage type, resources, and many more. So you can choose from here. And then there is next section called filters. So you can narrow down the report using multiple filters like service. So there are multiple services. You can choose any of these and see what costs they are occurring. And then there is linked accounts. So if you are using AWS organization, you can see the cost occurring from the linked accounts in several accounts. Then there is reason. So you can choose any of the reasons for which you want to see the cost. Then there is instance type, usage type, followed by usage type, group, resource, cost category, and then there is tags. So tags like created by, honor, silo are key value pairs used to organize and attribute AWS resources, making it easier to track cost by project, team, or environment. So tags are very crucial. So why tags are very crucial is because they enable precise cost allocation, helping you to understand who is spending across your organization. Moving on to the charge type. So there are options like usage or credit. Then there is availability zone. So you can also choose from the availability zone you want to see the cost. Then there is platform, whether you want to choose Linux or Windows or Red Hat or anything. To see the cost, you can choose from here and then apply it. And then there is purchase option. Then there is tenancy, database engine. So from the database engine, you can also choose whether it's RDS, MySQL, Postgres, or MariaDB, or Oracle, or anything. Then there is legal entity, billing entity, API options. So there are several options from where you can choose and then see the cost occurring in your AWS accounts. So it with this all the options, it becomes very easy for you to track the cost and maintain it. So moving on to the advanced options, there is aggregate cost by, where there are several cost options like unblended cost, amortized cost, blended cost, net unblended cost, and net amortized cost. So what does this actually mean? So unblended cost means the actual cost of a service in the account that used it, with no cost sharing across accounts. It is helpful for understanding real uses per accounts. Next, there is amortized cost. So AWS spreads one-time upfront cost like for reserved instances or saving plans across the period they cover. For example, if you buy a 1-year RI for say $1,200, it will show up as $100 per month over 12 months in amortized cost. Moving on to the blended cost. A blended average rate across linked accounts if you are using AWS organization with consolidated billing. It helps for high-level cost reporting when you don't need to allocate savings to the exact amount. For example, if account A and B share a reserved instance, AWS may average the cost across both. Then moving on, there is net unblended cost. So net unblended cost is the unblended cost minus credits, refunds, or support charges. This is best for seeing what you are truly paying after adjustments. And next, the last one is net amortized cost. So this is the amortized cost minus credits, refunds, or support. This is great for forecasting or budget tracking after accounting for discounts or credits. And then there is the last option called additional data settings. These are optional switches to enhance your report. First one is show forecasted values. It adds cost prediction based on past usage trends. Then there is show only on-tagged resources. It helps identify resources without proper tagging, useful for cost allocation. And then there is show only uncategorized resources. It filters for resources not mapped in cost categories. And the last one is show uses as normalized units. So it especially helpful for comparing compute types like EC2 across instance sizes. So these were the features offered by Cost Explorer. Now we'll see the actual implementation and see how it really works. So in time we are leaving the standard as it is. In date range, it will show the cost occurred in the past 6 months, in granularity leaving the monthly, and in dimension leaving the service as it is. And we'll see here these are the costs occurred in the past 6 months, and if you'll see the June cost, then we can actually see the actual breakdown of the each services and their cost occurred in that month. If you'll go down, there is cost and usage breakdown, where you can see in more understandable format that which service has occurred more cost and which services has occurred less cost over the month. And you can choose any of the dimension, like if you'll choose region, then it will show the cost breakdown by region. If you see the June breakdown, then the North Virginia, that is US East, has occurred the most cost, then followed by Global, Ohio, North California, and more. And here also in cost and usage breakdown, you can see the cost occurred from each month. Here are the months and here are the cost occurred in each month. So you can verify, and there are other several options like instance type. You can also see which instance is occurring the more cost and which is occurring the less. Then there are uses, resource, cost category, and then there is also tag, and you can also choose the tags from here. Like if you have used any of the tags in your services, then you can see from here. So moving on to the compare tab. The compare tab in AWS Cost Explorer is used for visualizing trends like month-over-month cost comparisons across services, accounts, or regions, helping you quickly spot increases or drops in spending. So here in day trends, there are two options, month-over-month and custom. So in month-over-month, you can see the cost comparison between the past 2 months, and in custom option, you can select any month for the cost comparison. Like here, I select March and I select Jan. Then there will be the cost comparison between January and March, and you can see there is difference. And this also shows the cost difference in percentage as well as in dollars. So in cost comparison breakdown as well, you can see total cost of Jan, March, their differences and their differences in percentage as well. And also there is arrow whether the cost has rised, increased, or dropped. So yes, this is the cost comparison. So you can also download this cost comparison as a CSV file from here and visualize it. And also there are different graph options, like whichever you feel favorable you can choose and see it. So in this video, we explored how to analyze and manage your AWS spending using Cost Explorer. We began by understanding why cost visibility is critical, especially in cloud environments where unused resources can silently rack up bills. We then introduced Cost Explorer, a built-in AWS tool that lets you visualize your spending trends, and you learned how to navigate the dashboard, use filters like services, regions, and tags, group data by different dimensions, perform month-over-month comparisons, export and share reports with your team. We also briefly touched on advanced options like blended versus amortized cost and the importance of using tags like created by or honor for accurate cost allocation. And that wraps up our deep dive into AWS Cost Explorer. Now you know how to track your cloud costs, break them down by service, region or tags, and even compare them month over month to catch trends early. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cloud and DevOps content, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to follow up on AWS budget, saving plans or ROI analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy optimizing!